Hello dear students, welcome to CS Academy platform. Today in this session I will discuss with you the most important topic, that is the shear force and bending moment diagrams. Many students are getting confused how to draw this shear force and bending moments. Here I will let you know how to draw with simple techniques. Okay, so watch this video till the end. Okay, so if you see the diagrams how to draw this shear force and bending moments. Okay, so very important for all the competitive exams like GATE, IES, ISRO. Okay, like APPS exams also. So here there's bending moment and shear force diagrams. Here if you see the points which type of loads that are acting on these beams. Okay, so let us consider I am denoting with the suffix load. Okay, so and variation of shear force. Okay, variation of shear force how is taking place, and variation of bending moment. Okay, so bending moment and shear force how these are varying I will let you know with a simple technique. Okay, so if we consider the load that is a point load, the first one that is a simple load, that is point load or concentrated load. Okay, so if let us consider there is a beam which is having ends A and B. Okay, so it is, let us consider it is a simply supported beam. Okay, so if load is acting on this beam like this. Okay, so if I want to distribute this load like this W by 2 and W by 2 here. Okay, if I want to draw this shear force for this beam which is acting load W on this beam. Okay, the shear force variation is constant. The shear force variation is constant or a rectangular shape. Okay, so this shear force variation for this point load is a rectangle or constant. Okay, if we consider this bending moment variation, it is increased linearly. Okay, so this is varying constantly as like rectangular shape. This is varying linearly. Okay, this is increasing linearly. Okay, this is the point load. For this point load, shear force and bending moment, how variation taking place. Okay, the second load, that is, listen carefully, very important techniques these are to draw the shear force and bending moment diagram. Okay, the second load, that is a uniformly distributed load. So UDL, we will call it as a UDL, uniformly distributed load. Okay, so for this UDL, what we have to draw exactly the shear force diagram, that is this is a linearly varying taking place. Okay, this is constant, this is linearly varying. For the UDL, the shear force diagram is similar to this bending moment diagram of the point load. Okay, this is linearly varying. Okay, for this UDL, uniformly distributed load on this beam. Okay, the bending moment diagram will be like a parabola. Okay, so parabola, very important. Last in many competitive exams they asked this question. Okay, so parabolic variation of this bending moment diagram for this uniformly distributed loads. Okay, so if we consider one more load, that is a uniformly varying load. So if you consider the third load, that is uniformly varying load. Okay, uniformly varying the shear force distribution for this uniformly varying load, that is a second degree parabola. Okay, so this is also very important. And the bending moment distribution for this uniformly varying load, that is a third degree parabola. Okay, now so this is third degree parabola. So here if we consider clearly, the bending moment of this point load is shifted to shear force of this uniformly distributed load. This is a linearly varying, and this second degree parabola of this uniformly distributed load bending moment diagram is shifted to shear force of this uniformly varying load. Okay, so like this we have to remember this simple technique to draw this shear force and bending moment for the three different types of basic loads. Okay, so this is for point load. For point load, the shear force variation is like constant or rectangular variation. Okay, and bending moment distribution for this point load is inclined linearly varying. Okay, so for this uniformly distributed load, the shear force distribution is like linear. Okay, linear means this is the first degree one. Okay, the bending moment distribution for this uniformly distributed load, that is a square parabola, that is a second degree parabola. Okay, so for uniformly varying load, this is very important. Okay, this uniformly varying load, the shear force distribution is like a second degree parabola. Okay, so for bending moment distribution of this uniformly varying load, it is a third degree parabola. These are the three basic loads which are existing in the nature, which are acting on these beams. We should know definitely before going into draw this shear force and bending moment diagrams of these loads on the beams. Okay, so there are two different types of important loads are there. Those are parabolic load. This is a parabolic load. If load itself it is a parabola, like let us consider this is the beam. Which is acting parabolic load like this. Okay, this is acting parabolic load like this. Okay, this is a concave. This is concave load, a concave parabolic load. And one more beam, if we consider this is also one beam. Let us consider it is a simply supported beam like this with ends A and B. Okay, so this is the concave parabolic and this is the convex parabolic. Okay, these are the two different types of loads of same thing. Okay, which is acting on the beam. This is a concave parabolic and this is the convex parabolic load. Okay, so if the load itself is a parabolic shape, what is exactly shear force distribution means? It is a cubic parabola or third degree parabola. Okay, third degree parabola, and this is the fourth degree parabola. Fourth degree parabola, very very important. Note these points, very very important. Okay, so if load itself is a parabolic load, the shear force variation is a third degree parabola, and bending moment distribution is like a fourth degree parabola. Okay, fourth degree parabolic. Okay, this is the fourth load which is existing in the nature. To draw this shear force and bending moment diagram, these are the two things which we should learn. Okay, so one more thing important load, if it is a bending couple, if a bending couple is present on this beam. Okay, let us consider this is the beam. Okay, some bending couple which is acting on the, let us consider this is the simply supported beam of ends A and B. Okay, let us consider this is the bending couple or moment. Okay, so this moment is bending couple is acting on this point C, okay, which is existing in between A and B. How this variation of shear force for this bending couple taking place? Okay, so here there is no any shear variation taking place in case of a bending couple which is existing in this between points A and B. Okay, on this beam. Okay, so in case of bending couple, the shear force variation is there is no any shear force variation. Okay, so in case of bending moment diagram, the bending moment is varying suddenly, that sudden change taking place at this point where couple is acting. Okay, so sudden changing taking place at the point of couple. So wherever couple is acting at that point there is a sudden changing taking place. Okay, I will let you know with some example. Let us consider this is the beam of simply supported like this. Okay, so let us consider this is the point A and this is the point. Let us consider this bending moment or bending couple is M. Okay, the shear force distribution for this beam is like this. Okay, let us consider this is the positive and this is the negative. Okay, this is positive shear force and this is negative shear force. The bending moment, this is the shear force diagram for this loading diagram. Okay, so the bending moment diagram for this loading diagram is like this. Okay, let us consider this is the point A and this is the point B. As I told here, whenever bending couple is acting at a particular point, the bending moment is taking place, sudden changes taking place at the point where couple is acting. Okay, let us consider this is the point C. Okay, the variation of this bending moment is like this. At the point C, the bending moment is changing suddenly like this. Okay, suddenly like this, and variation is like this. Okay, this is the sudden change at the point where couple is acting on this beam. Okay, so like this, these are the 5 different types of loads which are acting on this beam. Okay, so we should know before drawing the shear force and bending moment. So for point load, it is a constant variation of shear force. For bending moment diagram, it is linearly varying. Okay, so for uniformly distributed load, the shear force diagram is linearly varying and bending moment is parabolic, that is nothing but a square parabolic. Okay, so for a uniformly varying load, the shear force distribution is like second degree parabola, and bending moment diagram it is a third degree parabola. Okay, these are the basic things. And 2 more things, that is a parabolic load and bending couple which is acting on this beam. For these beams, okay, the shear force variation is that third degree parabola for this parabolic load, and bending moment distribution is the fourth degree parabola. Okay, in our exams, we can directly expect the questions. For parabolic load, what is the variation of shear force? They will ask like this, third degree parabola. Okay, so for the point load, what is variation of bending moment? In case of point load means it is linearly varying. Okay, inclined linearly varying. Okay, like this, we should know each and every point. Okay, for bending couple, there is no any shear variation. This is very very important. We can expect this question in our exams. Okay, so this is also one more thing which we should learn. Okay, these are the 5 basic loads we should learn before drawing the shear force and bending moment diagram. Okay, so here I want to let you know one simple thing, that is how this conversion of this uniformly distributed load and uniformly varying load. Okay, let us consider this is the beam which is having ends A and B. Let us consider this is the beam. Okay, so it is acting some uniformly distributed load on this beam like this. Okay, this load is nothing but of W. Okay, we will denote with units as like Newton per meter. Okay, this load is the distributed load means the load is distributed with respect to length. Okay, so how should we convert this one into point load means? Okay, this is the load. So let us consider this is the load which is point load, that is nothing but of newtons, units having newtons. Okay, this is load having units Newton per meter. Let us consider this is the length L. Okay, the total load, let us consider this is the point C which is having length L by 2 from this A. Okay, L by 2. If I want to convert this total uniformly distributed load into point load at point C, okay, let us consider WC. That is nothing but of W into the length L by 2 from this distance A, okay, L by 2, okay, that units is Newton per meter, this L by 2 is meter, meter get cancelled, that is units is Newton, okay. So if I want to convert this uniformly distributed load into point load, I should multiply this load into the distance between this point and this point, okay. So like this we will convert this uniformly distributed load into point load, okay. One more point that is there, that is uniformly varying load. Let us consider this is the beam, okay, this is the uniformly varying load which is acting on this beam, okay. These are the 2 points A and B, okay. This is the support 1 and support 2. Let us consider this is the simply supported beam, okay. This is the total triangle. The total load on this beam is nothing but of area of the triangle, that is half into BH, okay. Let us consider this is the length of the beam, that is L, okay. This is the total load which is existing, that is W, okay. That is nothing but of half into load into length is nothing but of total load, point load of this uniformly varying load, okay. The point is here where this point load is acting on this beam total length, okay. Let us consider this is the length of the beam, okay. Where this point load is acting means it is acting at the center of gravity. Load is nothing but of, it is a weight, okay. The weight is acting at the center of gravity of this any diagram, okay. This is the diagram for this triangle. The center of gravity is existing at 2L by 3 distance from this pin point and L by 3 distance from this wherever maximum load is acting. So this is the point where this total load is acting, that is the W, okay. So like this we can calculate this uniformly varying load into point load, okay. This is the total thing how to draw this shear force and bending moment diagram, okay. In the next session what I will tell exactly means there are different types of beams are there, like a cantilever, simply supported beams and overhanging beams like this, okay. For each and every beam how this point load is how to draw this shear force and bending moment diagram this for point load, okay. So how to draw this shear force and bending moment diagram for the uniformly distributed load, how to draw the shear force and bending moment diagram for the uniformly varying load, like this each and every point I will discuss clearly, okay. Please go through these videos whatever I am doing in the CS Academy, okay. Thank you for watching. So please subscribe the channel, please like the videos, okay. Thank you, thanks a lot.